I think that what you were talking about with people being out and then if they've been suspended or whatever, and then coming back in, and the compounded effects that you're referring to have got to be tough to deal with in going back. I'm curious if there are things that can happen at home to help our students connect to their schools and also to help the parents feel connected. I know with my kids, sometimes I'm like, now what is happening this week? What are some things that we can do to improve that connectedness outside of the school building?
Absolutely. And I know because I'm a parent of a kiddo going into high school and an elementary student. And I know one of the things that's super helpful is getting connected to the pages that the schools have. So I can go in and look at calendars and important dates and get familiar with that. It also has the handbook in it. So I can read over the handbook and see, has a policy changed? Has a procedure changed? Like I know one big shift was uniforms. We did uniforms last year.
Mm-hmm.
They went to no uniforms. Okay, well, that's a big thing. And that's something that I need to talk to, I talked to my 10-year-old about, who was stoked to not have to do uniforms.
Mm-hmm.
And he could go pick out, regular clothes for school that were appropriate. So, we had to have those kind of conversations, getting messages from the school as a parent saying, here's when meet the teacher is. So talking to my kiddo about, we're going to get to go see who your teacher is, and we're going to walk the building, and we're going to practice, waking up on time.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to talk about what our morning routine is going to look like as we transition back into school.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe driving past the school building to get back in the flow of that.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah. So let's get back on, just a biological rhythm for that. And what are the upcoming activities? He participated in bike club. He was in chess club. So what are some groups, some different club things that are going on at the site to get your kids invested in? Because I think that also creates a level of connectivity with kids, not only, who their teacher is and their friends that are coming back, but also what are you doing outside of, your traditional school day to participate in those activities that are meaningful as well.
Yeah, that's a good idea. The biological aspect is an interesting one. This is going to have a big impact on their sleep and their eating, just as you mentioned. And I wonder if we just kind of take those things for granted. We're like, it'll be all right. We're all going to go to bed. We're all going to eat dinner or whatever. But yeah, when your schedule has been different for 3 months, your body has made that adjustment and you've got to make that shift. Are there things that parents can do proactively throughout the year to where they can maintain a connection with the teachers so that if problems do begin to rear their heads, then maybe they can be attacked before they even become a significant problem?
For us, we have apps, and it's so different. I was just as you brought this up, I got to thinking, no wonder my mom had to come to school all the time because they didn't have this stuff, right? Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. But wait a second. So we have talking points for parents that they can sign up. It's an app for their phone. You can text just back and forth. It actually even offers translation services on it. So if you don't speak our it does all of that for you, which is pretty awesome. We have our Power School, it's just where all the student information is housed. Parents receive emails, the email you give us when you sign up in Tulsa Public Schools, you'll start getting automatic emails like your student was absent.
Yeah.
They are not passing their classes, right? You get automatic updates, all of those things. Mm-hmm. And this year we've adopted, we have actually sort of a new enrollment system. It's called School Mint. I keep saying, I've made up the name. I've called it other things, for 2 days. I'm like, that thing? No, it's actually called School Mint. So every parent's having to re-enroll. And I would say, one of the important things is just making sure we've updated information for you, not just for us to call you about attendance, but for us to call you about a medical, a health reason is really important. Obviously, email, right? So there's a lot of ways that you can get in contact with teachers that they will respond to you and reply to you compared to when I was just thinking about my mom, she just showed up, right?
Yeah.
There just used to be the show up at school thing. So there is actually quite a few venues for information to be given to parents.
And these days, students or parents can actually watch their students' progress online through, platforms that are
Yeah,
given
live and in
provided by
real time, you get updates.
For better or worse, you can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Attend to Win program at TPS?
So, and you guys have been a big part of Attend to Win, right? So, last year, our superintendent, Dr. Johnson, really just wanted to launch. It's really just a positive information sort of campaign related to these are the positive benefits to coming to school, right? Like these are the positive outcomes. So it's really just sort of launched last year, making sure that all of us are invested in this together. And of course, it sort of just continues for us to be able to like really let parents know, and kind of like what you said, I don't know if you know, just missing 2 days a month, right? Which doesn't seem like that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Like I said, by the time you get to the end of the year, you're actually chronically absent.
Oh, wow.
And we have to like submit paperwork. You know what I mean? Like this is like a chronic absenteeism problem. So I think that was really like trying to get in front of that for parents to know that. And what are the ways, like, what do you need from us? Like our office, that's my favorite title, Student and Family Support Services, right? What barriers do you have that you need help with?
Yeah.
Like, that's our responsibility to help you with them. If you ask, like I said, we have social workers, we have nurses, we have counselors, we have all kinds of people. Even if it comes to the fact that maybe for whatever reason you're at a school far away, you've had to move, well, let us help you get to a school closer if that's the issue, right? A lot of supports. And then we have if it happens to be, like mental health challenge for you or your family, we have over 38 mental health partners in Tulsa Public Schools. Of course, Family and Children's Services, we even have more, right? Like there's like so many opportunities for us to support you. I would say that that's the thing I would say that I would encourage parents and families to really to check out our website. People answer the phone all the time for many reasons so that we can like help close those barriers. Because I'm not sure. I think that sometimes you maybe mentioned it earlier. There might be a little bit of nervousness or stigma around like notifying school staff around some sort of major change. And hopefully they would recognize that if they notified like district folks, like we're sort of removed from that. We can still push in and help support that.
Any community resources out there that you all are aware of that, are either set up to support student attendance or maybe they indirectly support student attendance? Any other resources out there in the community that you would point people to?
Go ahead. I mean,
many. There are so many. And I think there's a lot of partnerships that TPS in particular engages with that, want to help families, get to school and participate. I think the clubs that come in, there's also like every school has like a partner that they partner with, a company. I mean, there's lots of avenues for support and resources. So again, it's just, communicating what a need is and seeing what we can come up with.
And I would say if I could encourage parents that maybe you did tell someone and maybe it was like you didn't receive the answer you wanted, but Tulsa Public, right? I would encourage you to keep asking or, you know what I mean? Reach out, because it could be a very busy day when they said something like, I was not able to get here because of this reason, and you didn't really get anything out of it. And I would say, like, don't give up. Because there are other layers, right? For us to be able to help you, and would love to help you. And I think that sometimes maybe a student, like especially a high school kid, I was thinking in particular, might get discouraged. They mentioned this one time that, like, well, I missed a bus, I don't have anybody to bring me, but nobody like hopped in to help them. Yeah. So that's not because they didn't want to, right? Like there could be a million things going on. So I would just encourage, like, keep asking. We actually do have supports in place. And like you said, we have partnerships with many of our outside organizations who keep, like, our youth serving organizations that support students after school. And then when you think about the opportunities for our young people to be in extracurriculars, like we do have like plans in place to get you places if we just, like you said, if we know about it, we just have to know about it.
Yeah.